Simplex, the livest one in the section. With the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little.
Gay. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. We're gonna get right into it and salute to Bernard Gilbert, member of the Strong House, man. Salute to you. Why doesn't Bernard have a wrench? I don't know. YouTube is weird. I could have swore I gave him a wrench. That's crazy. That's all right. That's taken care of. Man, salute to y'all. Happy Sunday. I hope y'all had a productive weekend. I see everybody in the chat. Come on in, smash the like button, hype the video, share the video. We are our own algorithm. Believe me when I tell you we are. Let's not leave it up to Miguel or his lover Jerome to do anything for us, because they're just going to sit on their thumbs, because that's what they do. Sit on their thumbs, literally, while watching us. That's why they got doodle fingers. But anyway, look, man, it's ridiculous at this point.
Come on.
It's ridiculous. Let me tell you a bit about me. First of all, I've been watching boxing since before a lot of y'all been born. And I'm going to get on my soapbox this evening. And I'm going to tell you, if you was born like in 2000, unless you're some sort of savant, there's really not anything. There's not anything you can tell me about the sport. And I'm like that with my elders. There isn't much I can tell a brother like Stormy, or who took tonight off. He's taking care of some family business in Scrapbook, and the late great Kurt Sugar, which I'll tell you, when they did the Three Wise Men, that wasn't a show for me to, challenge anybody on. That's not my nature anyway. That was just a listen. I just clicked play and I just listened, because I had nothing to contribute to that show. That was an education. You understand? That's what it was. And I'm sick of this. I'm not going back and forth with you. 78, man, if you ain't busy, let me know and I'll drop you a link. And salute to everyone in the chat. I see you, Houston, in the building. A. Hardy, salute to my queen. Big Joe Townsend, Jayla Hudson. I just wanted to get this started. And Coach Hudson is joining me this evening. Salute to you, Coach.
Salute to you, my brother. Everyone in the chat. Peace to all my comrades.
Yes, sir. This is not up for debate. You want to call me a Tank Davis hater? I tried to tell y'all I wasn't. But since you wanted to give me this medium coat for me to squeeze into, I squeezed into it. But I always tell you guys, just stop me when I'm lying. I've never lied on this kid. As a matter of fact, I wanted what was best for him. Y'all told me that he's unbeatable from the time he was at 26 all the way to 140. And all I said was, okay, great. Can I see that? And I haven't gotten anything. I've gotten Pedraza, which he said was a setup. I didn't ask for Hector Garcia. I didn't ask for Ryan Garcia. I would have liked to have seen Josh Taylor, but his own fan base said, hey, Josh Taylor too big. Barrios is too big, but he knocked him into a somersault, but 140 was too big. Y'all baby this kid. And what I'm telling y'all this evening is, y'all babying him is why he's behaving like this.
Come on, make it plain, bro.
He's acting like a spoiled effing brat, and I can't stand this. Y'all behavior, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it. If something bad happens to him, look in the mirror. Y'all did this. The way to generate compliance, there was two options with this kid. Retire or fight your contemporaries. Those are the only two. And when he started talking funny, I said, you know what? Let the man retire. Y'all said, Drew, you black, right? I said, yeah, last time I checked. Well, let him get his money. I said, okay. And I left it alone. And what happened? He can't even get that right.
Come on.
Can't even get that right. Now he's legitimately on the run. In what universe does this make sense? And this is the craziest part. You Tank fans, y'all will blame the law and that girl. And not one time when you blame him. There's niggas running around right now in their channels calling us we're a hate group. We hate Tank. You put that code on me. I'm talking about sports. What the fuck are y'all talking about? I'll tell you what he's talking about. He don't like you. He put it in writing. It's time for Tank to be all in. He said, you sound soft, K-Ho. That's what he said. I didn't say that. He said that. I said, oh my God. This is how he talks to his number one debater, his number one locker room lawyer. Another person says, Tank, the game is so lame without you. His response, F y'all. What? Wow. Drew, leave him alone. Let him get his money with Jake Paul. Okay. And what did I say? I said, I don't trust Jake Paul. I'm concerned for Tank. That's what I said. Oh, it's just an expedition. It's an expedition. I said, okay, it's an expedition made by Ford, but whatever. And he found the way to fuck it up. Now, how you go from blowing a $40 million payday to now you're on the run from U.S. Marshals? Do y'all know? Y'all saw Blue's video? Do y'all know he's looking at 4 years? Minimum, maximum 15? Y'all do understand he's getting time, right? He has to be tried and convicted. I want you to understand something. Y'all keep playing games. This kid is about to get some time, man. This kid is about to get some time. And y'all gonna do what y'all always do. Y'all gonna be worried about what we say. I said the general. Y'all gonna be worried about what we say, what we think. Stop worrying about what we say, what we think. I think I want to see the best fight the best. That's all I wanted. Either he's gonna win or he's gonna lose. That's it. I would be happy if he just tried. He could have lost to 3 of his contemporaries. I'd have still gave him credit for doing it. Everybody out here's working but him. He's on the run. He's working. He's on the run from the U.S. Do you know how serious this is? And it's Sunday. They released the dogs on him on Friday. It's Sunday. He's still on the run. What are we doing? How are y'all justifying this? You know this is sick. Let me land my plane right there. Coach, man. Go ahead in, brother.
Brothers, if you are defending this, I'm going to make it as plain as I can. You are complicit in the downfall of this brother. I remember over the last few years, anytime a brother has come up and said, we just want the best out of that athlete, and if he cannot give the best, if his mental health is not up to it, then we need that brother to get out of the sport and handle his business at home. When we said those things, we were called haters. When we said those things, we were called people being on the payroll of Bill Haney. Brothers, I want you all to ask yourself this question. The people who are around you, are they loyal to having access to you, or are they loyal to your growth? Do they really care about you growing, or is it that they just have access to you? See, if someone really cared about that brother, when he was saying, I'm having mental health issues, I want to get this fight and this anger out of me, that was the time for people around him to say, you know what? Your health is more important. We need to go get you some serious help. You got money. Before this gets worse, let's get him some help. Now, I remember alive that it was a panel of about 20 brothers. We were on the General's channel. This was about a year ago.
Mhm.
And I remember the general and I were speaking, and we were talking about how the average man would not get this second chance. But a bunch of yes men being around him is the worst thing that can be around him. A real friend would have said, you know what? We need to get ready for this fight. We don't need to be in the club right now. We don't need to be in the strip club right now. You already have bad situations and incidents with these women. Let's just chill for a second. Cause see, a real friend or a real brother is gonna tell you, hey, bro, put that drink down. And miss me with the, I can't make my bro do. Let me tell you something. I've seen brothers fight to take the keys out of his hand and he's drunk and can't drive. Don't tell me about what you can't do. You didn't try. And now that this brother's life is in danger, if you were one of those yes men, you are complicit in the situation that's going on right now. So all of that, oh man, he can do what he wants as long as he has his bag. Look where that gets us right now. Look where we are right now. This is not about dragging this brother. This is about the inappropriate behavior and the pattern of it we keep seeing.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous that we keep saying it play over and over again. Adrian Bronner went through a similar situation. And we said, man, that brother need to get some good people around him because he's spiraling out of control. And what'd you say? Man, y'all don't know nothing about no street nigga. Y'all ain't no real niggas. Y'all ain't no real niggas, right?
Yep.
Then he tells Rock Nation Sports to suck his D. And he just kept on spiraling. Now, where is the crew now? Where is the circle that was around him now? You are nowhere to be found. See, some of you you young folks have not lived long enough to see the journey I'm speaking of. But you brothers in your 40s, you tank fan maniacs, you didn't really give a damn about this brother's well-being.
Damn right.
All you cared about is him being opposition to Devin Haney. Or you had some type of sick, I don't know, infatuation with this young man.
Yep.
Now, if the shoe don't fit you, don't come at coach and put it on, because I'm not talking about you. But if you feel a certain way about what I'm saying, then that probably is you that needs to wear that shoe. And if something happens to that young brother, you really need to look yourself in the mirror as an older brother saying, man, I was complicit in this. I was with the yes men around him and the fans that were yes men around him. Who remembers when Devin Haney got in trouble at the fair? What did we say? We say he should not be in that situation. He shouldn't even been in that situation. And you know what? He learned from that situation.
Right.
But see, some of you, it doesn't matter. To the point where when Brian Norman Jr. and Devin getting a little tussle and the bodyguard is there, some of y'all are mad that there's a bodyguard there. So damn if you do, damn if you don't.
That's right.
But this speaks to a bigger problem. I was just speaking to a brother earlier today. I believe Stormy B-Man was talking about Keyshawn and the trouble he's been in. And I guess, some didn't like it. But brothers, you all need to understand the difference between critique and real hate. The general's in the building.
Peace, family.
Salute.
Just in time. Go ahead, General.
Oh man, I was just, hey, y'all cooking, man. But yeah, I don't understand why this particular dude gets this much protection. I don't get it, man. Like, he's a boxer, bro. He a boxer. And you, as a fan, if you're a fan of a boxer, it should be because you think he's the best boxer. You enjoy the way he fight, and he'll take on all challengers. Something to brag about. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, my guy beat your guy, that type of thing, right? If you're a fan of a football team, it's because this is your football team, and you pick your football team versus everybody. And you want your team to play everybody, too.
Yep.
Basketball team, everything, except for this guy. When it comes to this one dude, it's like people got this infatuation with him, but don't want to actually see him fight nobody. which leads me to believe the only thing I'm left to believe is that they are sexually attracted to the man. That's the only thing that makes sense. I don't get nothing else. I went over this in my mind 100,000 times. Nothing else makes sense for grown men to be this emotional about a dude. And then every time we even want to see him fight anybody, he's a boxer. That's his job. And then if I want to see him fight somebody, oh man, y'all hating on him. Oh man, whoa. Then here come the personal insults, the personal attacks, because you want to see a boxer box. So I said, look, man, the only time I ever seen people act like this is if somebody talking about your girl or somebody talking about your kids. So I don't know what this is, because I don't even act like this is somebody talking about my brother. Because we gonna throw hands or something. Like, but what is this? This is they treat Tank like he's somebody, like he their daughter or their girlfriend. So I don't understand. And you got weirdos who support this dude that's running around here creating ghost accounts, harassing everybody. I'm like, bro, who does this? And expect to be taken seriously. Seriously, who wake up in the morning like, man, let me go see what these dudes talking about and let me defend Tank. Tank is out. This dude is literally outside, hiding from the police. All right, y'all came out here, defended this man. The man got a problem. He put his hands on every chick he get with.
Yep.
Every chick he get with, he put his hands on. Now, remember, in the beginning, we was trying to work with him. We're like, look, man, okay, we don't know if he did this. That's you know, stuff happens in relationships, man. Woo woo, blah blah blah. Right? I did that the first couple of times. Come on, bro. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Now, listen, I'm all for giving the brother the benefit of the doubt, letting these white folks prove their case. That's my number. That's my middle name. Let them prove their case. But this nigga did it. He did it. And I don't care what nobody said. He did it.
He did it, man. Enough's enough at this point. Enough's enough. And to his Dudley Do Rights, Tanky Wanky can't do no wrong. I think I've proven that these dudes are pillow biters. I think I've proven that. Go to my Patreon. I put a whole video because I can't put that on YouTube. Yeah. But go to Patreon, y'all, and go look at what I put up. It's in plain English there, man. The guy literally on Instagram. I'm looking at some of the comments, and you know how you can see. I look at it on my phone. I'm like, what's wrong with this brother's face? I go on you press it to go to the page. Right hand of God is some gay dude. Yeah. With eyeliner on, and he's a makeup artist. I say, wait a minute. And he wasn't the only one. So when you get these weirdos that make several accounts with their same name, I have reasonable cause to believe that you trying to get your quote unquote girlfriend or your beard to get the Baltimore tattoo on her back. And she don't know why. Tell her to hit up my chat. I'll tell her why. Because when he behind you, he thinking of someone else. Hey. You're disgusting. All of you guys are disgusting. It's to the point now, I got this weird, I don't have this, y'all know the weirdo I'm talking about. Hold on, I have his theme music right here. Right now, this nigga thinks that this is all hatred for this kid. Let me go on record saying this. What I don't want is for a news flash to come on saying that he ate a hail of bullets. I don't want that. What in your right mind makes you think I want that? How is it hatred wanting to see him prove that he could? For a while, I said him versus Tio and Devin and Shakur, those are all 50-50 fights. As a matter of fact, Devin, Shakur, Tio, and Tank. That was the four. I didn't even include Lomachenko in that at first until he was ducking Loma. Then I said, damn, I got to put Loma in that. And it progressively got worse, but the Phantom Zone work is, how the hell does he maintain an audience? I'll tell you why. When the work doesn't match the fan base, he's no different from Ryan Garcia. And what do we say about Ryan Garcia fanatics? They love him on a different level. pinky in the butt looking ass dudes. You guys can't finish unless you smell methane. You guys are disgusting. We're having two different conversations. At this point, believe it or not, I want Tank to turn himself in before something crazy happens. Because you know what happens? When something crazy happens to anybody in our community that we quote unquote celebrate, look at my chat. What happens whenever a black athlete does something crazy? Watch my chat. There's going to be some clown in here, some non-black. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at what happened to one of yours. And I'm telling you straight up and down, I'm not defending him. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because he hasn't given me anything to defend him over. If his ass was in the gym training to get that 40 million and not dealing with that girl, we wouldn't have to worry about this. I wanted him at that point. Y'all told me, leave him alone. That stuttering freak told me, leave him alone. You're black, right? Let the black man get his money. I said, but yo, what do you want him to do after the Jake Paul fight? Well, he's going to spin the block and come back. I said, the man said he wants to retire at the end of 2025. So the goal is to get his Jake Paul money and get out of Dodge. He's not coming back unless he has a financial issue. Y'all held on to that faith. So fine, I left him alone. And he's down so bad, he blew his $40 million, and now he's on the run from the fucking U.S. Marshals. This is the worst case scenario. Now, y'all always worried about what we're going to do, how we're going to feel. Well, I ain't going to feel no way. All of you guys that talk up Tank and try and justify everything he does, if this guy goes sit down for 4 years, what the fuck are y'all going to do? Rhetorical question, because I don't care what you do now, and I'm not going to care what you do then. People are going to go to you to say, what you got to say about Tank, man? Tell me something. Tell me something, KO. Tell me something, Fanon. Tell me something, Crackhead, KQ, KC. Tell me something. I will pull up and I will listen to what you got to say. Because it's going to be the police fault, the lying-ass hoe's fault. First of all, do you know when he beat that girl, she said we wasn't even in a relationship, and he only knew her for 6 months. Tank, you're a millionaire. What are you doing? Wifing up a bottle girl and getting mad that she's doing her job? You better not be cheating on me. Yo, who is raising this kid? He got OGs all around him. Is he listening to them? They train him how to fight. And it seems that's about it. Did anybody tell him how to deal with women? Did anybody tell him that, nigga, you're the A side when it comes to these bitches? You know that because you're a millionaire, you can fight, and the world loves you. Oh, wait, hold on. Did Floyd put him up on game? Rhetorical question. Because he don't know any better either. Adrian Broner, I talked about this just Friday, right? Adrian Broner, Tank Davis, somebody go get Kamel Morton before something happens. Go get that young man. Because you see the track record. Ridiculous, man.
I gotta say this, Drew. There was a saying in black cinema. Nino Brown, he said, "Am I my brother's keeper?" G Money said, "Yes, I am."
Yes, I am.
Brothers, you need to understand the difference. You know, the brother Drew speaks about the microcosm of life that this sport represents. And I want to tell you what this reminds me of. There are people that come up in the neighborhood, and because people have access to their money, have access to how they benefit them, they let them do whatever. They let them get away with whatever. But this is what happens 9 times out of 10. When that person who's been feeding everybody gets locked up, no longer can feed everybody, his family is open. His family, his mother, his sister, his daughters, men prey on him. People that you thought would have protected him and his interests, they have now turned on him because their loyalty was never to his growth. It was always to his assets and how he could benefit them. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. You see, when I speak to you and I'm telling you the truth, You see, you might not like when an old head is telling you, all right, player, get your ish together. The road you heading down is going to lead you in the grave or jail. That old head not hating on you. That old head might have more love for you than that yes man who's ready to pop that gun for you. You see, that yes man ain't got nothing to lose. His whole life is wrapped around you being successful. So as soon as it looks like you are not successful, they bounce. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Some people are not going to like what I say because I defend the Black American fighters in the sport, male or female. I am on code. Now, if they are portraying inappropriate behavior, representing the tribe, I call it out, but I call it out of love and concern. This microcosm of life, this example in itself is a perfect example because look at the trouble this brother is in now. And I don't think some people understand how much trouble. Do you all understand that if a U.S. Marshal sprains an ankle while looking for Tank, that's another charge added to him? Do you all know that? God forbid one of those U.S. Marshals gets in an accident, gets hurt at all. They are going to put that on this champion. So I want to know, all of you yes men who said he can do what he wants as long as he's getting his money. What is somebody who will do anything for money? That reminds me of a whore. That's one of the worst pieces of advice you can give a young brother around a bunch of vultures that want to eat you up and spit you out. Because they got that. They got the money. They'll give it to you if they can have your soul. And this is what it looks like. So now, all of you yes men, are you going to help him take care of his family? Are you all going to make sure that he's good if he goes to prison and has to sit in there? No, you're not, because you were never here for that man's growth as a fighter or as a man. You were here for a few reasons. He posed a threat to Devin. He posed a threat to Shakur. You were here, and some of you tried that lie that, oh, well, he was a knockout artist. You are a liar. You are a hypocrite. Because when Deontay Wilder was sparking everybody, you all turned on him and said he didn't have enough boxing skill. Save that for somebody else that doesn't know you. You are liars. You are hypocrites. And now this young brother is in a situation he can't pull himself out of. And y'all are nowhere to be found, are you? These people, these agents around you, some of you have people like this in your lives right now. Instead of telling you, hey, bro, man, you know your wife and kid at home. Hey, leave these skeezers alone. Go home, bro. They're like, nah, F that B. F that B that's been loyal to you 20 years. F that B that makes sure that when you get home, you have peace and solace in your home. But see, a real brother will tell you the right thing to do. It don't mean you're going to do it. But when you do mess up, it won't be because nobody told you. It won't be because you didn't have honest people around you. But see, you all are the kind of individuals that is the worst of our boxing community and is really the worst of our community in whole. You have nothing to offer but a whole lot to complain about. So even us sitting here and saying, hey, man, we want the best for this brother, even if we don't like some of his actions. We don't want to see the brother in jail. We don't want to see the brother hurt severely. But flip it. I've heard people say, I want Shakur to be harmed. I've heard people say that they pray that something happens to Devin or Bill. I've heard people pray on the downfall of Errol and Bud, our own people.
Look at that.
This is a sickness. And if we don't change our ways, if we don't wake up, you're going to keep seeing this more and more. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
At no point did I wish harm on anybody that stood against not stood against, that was a potential opponent for a fighter that I supported. The only person was Tyson Fury, and y'all know why. Y'all know why. That was attempted murder, and I stand on that. But you got knuckleheads like Southpaw TV putting in a tweet, I wish Devin, I pray, who the fuck is this dude praying to? He said, I pray Devin die with a tank avatar. Who are you praying to?
No,
What?
What's more diabolical is the fact that he got black support after he said something like that.
Exactly.
He should never have black support after saying something like that. And the stuff he said prior to that about black people, about harming black children and all kind of stuff that man has said, and people just laugh it off. People invite him to their panels. But that just goes to show you how not on code we are. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that guy's threatening children, our children, with excessive violence, and y'all brush it off because, you know, we had one fool, one auto nigga from Baltimore that said that when I asked him, I said, bro, what do you got to say about that type of behavior? His rationale was the enemy of my enemy. What are we dealing with here? What are we dealing with here? The enemy of my enemy? Wait a minute. First of all, none of these dudes, I didn't look at Tank as an enemy. I didn't look at Shakur as an enemy. I just watched what these niggas did. Half a nigga for Shakur. Boricua, right? Because the black dollar's not enough. Right? The enemy of my enemy? Wow. Black Lomachenko fans, y'all don't know what was going on after Devin demolished him. Y'all don't know what happened. Y'all don't know the people over there was letting the N-word fly all over there, right? Y'all don't know about that. Y'all have no idea. That's why I said, you know what? I never said Loma was trash. And I say the same thing about Inui. I said, look, these guys don't need my support. They don't need my goddamn support. They got this. I choose not to deal with it. But the fact that you knuckle draggers love to sniff their nuts, it's amazing to me. But you know what? At this point, it's typical. Now, let me ask you a question. And I'm talking to you knuckle draggers, because I know y'all dick watching. It's okay. Y'all do that a lot. All right? Where's my button? Hold on.
Get your hand off my penis!
There it is. But I know you there. But riddle me this. What did the Mexicans say about Carlos Monzon? Do y'all know what that man did? He's on my Fight Night video game. And I said, wow, they put him in the game. You know why? You know why I'm asking? Does anybody know what Carlos, y'all know what he did? I'll let you Google it. What about Edwin Valerio? They don't claim that behavior. And let me tell you something. That man was undefeated. He fought a little bit like Manny Pacquiao. As a matter of fact, when Oscar De La Hoya was getting ready for Pacquiao, he was a chief sparring partner, and he's the one that bust up Oscar's eye and got thrown out the camp. They don't hold him up on a pedestal because you know why? He pulled a Chris Benoit. Look it up. Do y'all know Diego Corrales, who lost his life in a motorcycle accident? He had a domestic violence situation. Do y'all know about Sonny Liston and his mob ties? He's my right hand of God. He had mob ties. He did. Nobody want to talk about that, right? Does anybody claim that? Great. So why the fuck am I going to claim what this kid does unconditionally? Because here's the thing. Whether you like it or not, when you're black and you're in a position of power, meaning you're an athlete or an entertainer to a degree, no matter what you say, no matter how much you denounce it, you're a role model. Do you remember that Charles Barkley commercial back in the day? I have the soundbite here. Where is that? Where is that? It's here somewhere. Oh, right here.
I am not a role model.
Y'all remember the heat that Charles Barkley took for that? did a whole commercial for his sneaker. He said parents and teachers are role models. I'm an athlete. I'm not a role model. But you know what the public was saying? Whether you like it or not, people look up to you. There's some kid somewhere in this world that wants to play like you, Charles. Everybody wants to be like, remember, like Mike. If I could be like Mike, ain't no one saying they want to be like LeBron, but I don't want to go there. They want to be like Mike. Remember that? So no matter how you slice it, you're in the public eye. What the fuck is wrong with this kid? Somewhere there's a kid in the gym hitting the bag going, talking about tank. Because all he sees is the good. But if I'm that kid's father, I'm like, no. Just say Hagler every time you hit that bag. Say anybody but him. Because this kid cannot get out of his own way. Now, I'd love to hear from the niggas that are going to defend this U.S. Marshal shit. I'd love to hear it. Because this kid is not a representation of me or my people. And he tells us daily, F y'all sound soft. He tells us daily. So I don't claim him. I like to make a trade. Because this don't represent me. It's really interesting when these niggas, when I have them on my panel or I read what they say in the chat and they make a drug game reference. Let me explain something to you. I come from a 2 fucking parent household. And I was in the streets, but not like you think. I looked the part. I knew street niggas, but when they got on their street shit, Drew took his ass upstairs and played some Atari or some Nintendo. I'm not a street guy. Because guess what? The street niggas that I knew, they ended up exactly what my parents told me. Dead or in jail. And I'll be damned. I'm not a street dude. I ain't no sucker, but I ain't no street dude. No. Yo, we about to go over here and do, word, all right, I'll see y'all later. I go upstairs, play some Nintendo. I'm good. I don't do that shit. I told y'all about my boy Dre. He left that bench. He got in his car. I looked in the car. Yo, we gonna go to the chicken spot. I looked in the car. There was no key in the ignition. I said, okay, this car hot. Yo, it's just like 5 blocks up. We gonna go and come back. I said, man, I ain't see Dre for 12 years after that. 12. That's a true story. What happened? We robbed somebody and somebody got killed, and I got hit with some time. My other 2 niggas ain't coming out. He got hit with 12 years. Tank is in violation of his probation. I promise you he is. And like Coach said, if one of those marshals trip and fall down a flight of stairs, they're hitting him with that.
Yep.
It's Sunday. Why the fuck is this kid still on the run? For what? And didn't I tell you? James Franklin in the chat right now. Didn't I tell you this faggot's gonna be there?
This dude can't help this. This dude is
he's an enabler. Yo, James, if Tank gets shot, it's your fault. It's your fault. It's absolutely your fault. Instead of saying, yo, Tank, you need to chill. Stop acting like a baby. Stop being a grown adolescent. Do y'all know this nigga has made about 10 different accounts? I'm talking about Tank. This nigga never shows up when I'm talking about anybody else.
The man is infatuated, bro. He's
infatuated with Tank and he loves men. And by the way, do y'all remember when I had him on the panel? When I asked him, I said, wait a minute, James, do you have a criminal record? Did he answer? You know how he answered? By not answering. He does. You've had that cold steel on your wrist. Because if you didn't, you'd have said absolutely not. So I'm talking to somebody that is probably a felon who gets battered by his own girlfriend. You probably got kids out of wedlock, which makes you ain't shit. And you're here again. Your Tank gonna be all right. In prison, stupid. James Franklin is in his 40s.
Well, the thing is this: Tank doesn't even respect him. That's the sad part. It's like they do. Bro, I got some stuff. I'm gonna do a video. Tank. I've been collecting Tank tweets, right? Tank, if you watch his tweet, he does not respect his fans because he don't respect D-Riders. Tank, he don't respect D-Riders. So he thinks his own fans are D. When people start complimenting him too much and, Tank this and that, he call them D-Riders.
Yep.
Right? I got the receipts. Like he don't respect it. So when you, this dude here got like 100 different accounts and come to everybody's page and pretending to be, he even put LDBC in his name, right? But they try to diss us. This man wants some attention, bro. This dude is he a zest monster. He's a zest monster. That's
Well,
all.
you know, he's ugly. I told him turn the camera on before you come up in here. He turned his camera on. I got his picture somewhere on my phone because I took a picture. The nigga ugly. He talks from his car until this girl come in the car, but like, nigga, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? He's probably dating a light-skinned chick, but he's one of those niggas that wants the Baltimore tattoo on her back, and she don't know why. She don't love the city like that, nigga. You do. Well, it's not even that. It's the nigga that has that shit on his back. So you're thinking of something else when you're behind your girl that you're not married to with your criminal record. So of course I'm talking about Tank, but see, here's the thing. It sounds harsh, but I just said I don't want the worst case scenario for this nigga. And you ain't here talking about Tank gonna be all right. Not with the marshals looking for him. And they will remind his ass how black he is. They will remind him. He could say, I give up, and they will Swiss cheese him. And by the time we get the news, they're gonna say he resisted. Oh, he's a pro fighter. We ain't dealing with that. He lunged. He's coming right for us, son of ass. And then it's gonna be something else. And y'all niggas will get up here and get in our chat. Y'all happy now? No! What's your response? Oh, he gonna be all right. No, he's not. I don't want him shot dead, because that's something else. The nigga told you, I need therapy. I want all the anger out of me, but I can't do that while I'm fighting. I understand that. We left him alone so he can get that $40 million from Jake Paul. And I was nervous about that. But I said, look, let him get his bread so he can get the fuck out the sport. That's all I wanted. And he can't keep his hands off these girls. And then your response to my chat is he gonna be all right? No, he's been fucked up for a long time. Now, how do you feel when they bang the gavel on him? Because this ain't gonna be as long as you think. They bang the gavel on him, he's gonna get 4 years at minimum if he's charged. You better hope something happens and he's not charged. But he's not gonna be fighting I doubt he'll be fighting in 2026. I doubt it. And if he does, who's he gonna fight? Because everybody done moved to 147. Who's he fighting?
He's gonna be fighting some cat named Big Dick Willie.
Yup. My brother LeBron said he should turn himself in on MLK Day. He don't celebrate that. He don't even know who Martin Luther King is. The motherfucker don't even know who Marvin Hagler is. And Hagler is from his fucking, I mean, you know what? I'm sorry. Hagler's from Jersey. This is the dumbest nigga on planet Earth. Followed by his fans who enable the dumbest nigga on planet Earth. James, you're dumb. You're absolutely dumb. You're a dumbass. You don't know boxing. None of you Tank fans know boxing. And you fucking content creators, unless you're talking about Tank and defending his bullshit, giving the enablers hope, nobody cares when you talk about anything else. That's why I'm not dropping no links for you dumbasses. Y'all stupid as fuck. Want me to prove it? This nigga KO got mad at me, and I shared this story before, but y'all were here, but it bears repeating if you wasn't. He got mad at me when he was in my fucking comment section, when he was in the chat. When I said, nigga, don't no one care what you say about boxing unless you're talking about Tank. He got mad, talk about dropping a link. I said, I will not. That's not up for debate, because it's true. He got mad at me. Made a short video with my name in it. Nigga, talk to you for what? I don't argue with girls, you bitch-ass nigga. I don't. I will leave a bitch talking by herself, which is what I did. 2 days later, he's on his live saying the same shit. Somebody got in the chat say, why you always talking about Tank? He said, I'm going to talk about what's hot. Because when I talk about other boxing, y'all don't fuck with me. I said, oh, shit. Look at that. 2 days ago, I told him that he got mad. 2 days later, he admits it on his own fucking program. What I always tell y'all, time reveals all truth. Just let these niggas talk. And if you're defending this nigga here, Mellow Yellow, there's no hope for you. There's no hope for you. I don't want this little nigga eating bullets. I told y'all, when that bitch baby mama lied on him and called them boys, and he's standing out with flip-flops and his hands in his pockets, tatted up, I said he better get his hands out of his pockets. These white folk ain't playing. These white folk ain't playing. He makes more per round of boxing than these motherfuckers gonna see in their entire career. So they're already showing up mad to this big ass house. They're already showing up, and who's a little nigger with cornrows? And that chick lied all over him, and I said, what? She tried to get him murdered. That's what I said. So how's that for being Team Tank, James? Batiman, you doodle chaser, you pillow biter, fag. You're disgusting. This right here, I'm not dealing with it. I'm gonna tell the truth. A lot of y'all weren't alive when Reuben Carter went through his bullshit, but did y'all watch the movie? Did y'all watch what happened to Reuben Hurricane Carter? Y'all even know? I bet you Tank don't know who the fuck he is. He did all that time off of a lie. Y'all don't talk about that. Y'all don't talk about Edwin Valerio, Carlos Monzon. Floyd had to go sit his ass down. And it goes on and on and on. And when we talk about it, we're haters. So fuck it, I'll squeeze into the coat. Call me a hater. I'll give you something to hate. But stop me when I'm lying. And I'll yield the floor right there.
Brother, you have not told one lie, and I just want to have a little tough conversation with the family. This is for, young men and women with boys. There is a parasitic thing growing in our community, and you see it in the sport of boxing. You're starting to see more young fighters throwing up gun signs and trying to portray this street image. Let me make it very plain. As someone who made it out of the projects, most people, most men, they're not going to tell you this because we have to wear it inside. When you are in the street, you know what the main thing we're thinking about is how to get some money and get out.
Yep.
The main thing we're thinking about is getting out of the street. And I think there is some misinformation going on where some of you young fighters that's coming up, you think to show that you're black, you have to be street. Some of you have been in the boxing gyms your whole lives, and you wait until you get some money to now be street. Listen to me. You cannot serve two masters. And most gangsters will tell you, if they had a choice and had a few $100,000 sitting in the bank, hell, if some of them had a few thousand sitting in the bank, they wouldn't still be in the street. What you do, understand this, what you do in oppression does not mean the people that's on your left and your right are your real friends once you get out. Let me break that down more plain. If you go to a party, just because you have a group of homeboys that will fight with you, that will shoot with you, that will go help you cheat on your wife with you, it does not mean those are your real friends. You all just happen to be oppressed. You all are trying to survive. That does not mean those are your real brothers. When you get incarcerated, I don't care what you're seeing on TikTok. I don't care what you're seeing on Instagram. That is the closest thing to hell on earth. Now, this part is going to get ugly, but some of y'all need to hear it plainly. There ain't nothing cool about hearing a man great. There ain't nothing cool about hearing a man crying on the phone because someone has harmed his daughter and nobody in the hood will do anything about it because this man is serving the hood.
That's right.
And I've seen it from some of the toughest men. You think you tough. You don't know what tough is. You think you know the trenches. You don't know what death look like for real. But some of you, I don't know if you have this infatuation with, listen, street culture is not black culture. But I am not knocking down the things that we felt we had to do to survive in the street. But once we knew better, we did better. And some of you young folks are watching this, and you all think to show that you're a man, to show that you're a black man, that you have to portray this. This will get you killed or in jail. Trying to portray something that you are not. This is why you see people from the East Coast trying to portray something they're not. They go up to the West Coast and they find themselves in some trouble. Because, see, you done ran into the real valley of death now. You seen people go to the Midwest. You seen people come down south thinking they understand, and you don't understand. God has given you a gift, whether it's in your mind, whether the gift is in your hands, whether you're an artist, and to prove something to people who don't even matter. You say, F the gift. I want to show you how street I am. And you were never from that. Once we get out the street, we never want to go back. And I wasn't no gangster. I was poor. That's why I was in the street. I ain't no dummy. But I knew I had a limit. I knew that if I didn't get out of this situation, I was either going to end up dead or in jail. I had to find something to do to get up out of it. I would never portray to my fighters who I train. I would never portray to little brothers that I mentor that they got to be street to be a man. Our grandfathers and great uncles were some of the most strong men I've ever seen and remember in my life. They weren't gangsters. They were just strong men. They were just stand-up men.
That's right.
But you all are going around trying to make it seem like everybody got to be tough now. Everybody got to be a gangster now. Street culture and what we did out of oppression is not our real culture.
That's right.
Let me tell you what our real culture is. Our real culture is when I can get on YouTube and tune into 78 Sports TV and see a group of brothers talking about how to better our community, and they welcome me with open arms. That's what real black culture is. Because let me tell you a little secret. Some of you are the way you're going to get incarcerated, and you ain't going to have a friend in there, and you're going to find out that it ain't what you thought it was. You'll get your feelings hurt real bad. But you are chasing to be in a place that is like hell on earth. You have no idea. You have no idea what it's like to hear a man's head being hit on the floor. Concrete, steel, and nobody coming to help him. You don't know what death is, but some of you, and also some of you men in your 40s and 50s, especially if you have been incarcerated, telling our young people this crap that you know you don't live by anymore. You are complicit in it as well. I land my plane there.
Salute to my brother Broken Traditions, my brother LeVon, man. Y'all make sure you go subscribe to my brother right here. He says, I hope these gems on Drew's Live don't go up in people's heads. Keep up this conversation, brother. I'm on the job, man. And that's not a boxing channel. It's what I call emergency awareness channel. I mean, that's my brother. Broken Tradition. Salute to you, LeVon. Go ahead, General.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Coach Cooking, man. Yeah, man, absolutely. And speaking of something he said that stood out, that I never told this story on YouTube. I think I told it on Patreon before, but I'm gonna clean it up for YouTube to tell it here. But it was just like a couple times while I was locked up, there was some young dudes that came in there, young brothers who wanted to do things their way. They didn't want to follow no protocol. They didn't want to follow the politics. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm gonna do it my way. You know what I'm saying? Now, this one particular young brother, he didn't want to follow. He didn't. Oh, I'm gonna do it. He kept messing with these Latin King dudes, right? And I kept telling him like, hey, bro, leave them alone. Like, you know what I'm saying? They, you know what I'm saying? We got like a peaceful thing going with them. Ain't nobody stepping on nobody's toes. Leave them dudes alone. It's like, stop. He plotting on stealing from them. He plotting, oh, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna steal from little dude, this and that. I said, nah, bro, he protected. He part of that. Latin Kings, leave him alone. Oh man, they can't do nothing. They ain't finna do nothing. I said, all right, man. So we tried to squash it. We tried to like give him some game. He didn't want to listen. So when he went and stole something, he stole I think a Walkman or a radio or something from this little dude a youngster who's a Latin King, and somebody seen him coming out the cell. So the people came to us and was like, hey man, y'all gotta get your man. Woo. You know what we said? He ain't with us.
Yep.
He ain't with us. And that night, all I heard was him crying because they was up in there taking turns on him.
Oh.
Yeah. Now it was painful for us to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And we was questioning our decision, but at the same time, he didn't want to ride. He didn't want to take our advice. He didn't want to follow protocol and be a part of the family. He wanted to be solo dolo, do his own thing. I'm gonna steal, I'm gonna do this and that. So he could have caused a race war or something, doing some stupid shit like that. So anyway, yeah, for about 4 hours, man. That's all you heard.
What?
Yep. That's all you heard for about 4 hours, man. Yep. And then the next day he didn't come out his cell. He
couldn't.
He stayed up in that Joker, man, for like, and then after I think the second day when he didn't come out, the guards went and checked on him or whatever, and they came and got him, and they had an investigation trying to find out what happened and all of that, and wouldn't nobody say nothing, man. But the point is, it's a whole lot of young tough motherfuckers, right? And they tough on the streets, right? Because on the streets you got guns, you got your homeboys and all of that. But when they check them guns in at the door, and you ain't really a killer like that, when you ain't willing to kill to protect your manhood with your bare hands, that means you might have to gouge somebody's eyes out. You might have to bite somebody's face. If you ain't that type of individual, sit your ass down, stay out of jail. Just stay out of incarceration, because ain't nothing cool about it. I'm telling you right now. I done seen the grown man cry. Shit, I shot a motherfucker, and 2 hours later, I was in the cell by myself crying. Talking shit, talking about, why I do this dumbass shit? Man, you're talking to yourself, trying to cop a plea with God and shit. God, you forgive me. You know, I'm gonna do some dumb shit. Ooh, man, that's what happened to all the tough guys. That's what happened.
Yeah, I idolize those cats, man. But 4 hours getting pounded over a Walkman, that's Tank fans' language right there. Mm-hmm. That's what happens when I get locked up. This is gonna be some dumbass gonna try and get locked up to get next to him. Yeah, and that's another thing you need to consider. This cat get convicted and they put him in general pop. Hey, bro, I'm telling you right now, it's not like, I'm gonna tell you, this is not like Mike Tyson, because Mike Tyson was a heavyweight. They'd eventually got his ass too if it got too thorough. Because there's people up in prison that don't give a fuck about who you are, who you think you are in the real world. Tank is still a little nigga. All right, there's people that are like, yeah, they can't wait for him to get in there so they can, get on him. You know what I mean? They'd be like, Mike, who? What? Javante, who? Yeah,
look. Let's just keep it 100. Okay, we know Tank is a boxer. We know he can knock niggas out, right? If Drew, now I know you don't want to even think of this scenario, but hypothetically, if you put Tank Davis in the full Nelson, he couldn't get out. You know that?
No, he can't.
He can't get out.
No.
What's gonna happen if one of them niggas grab him up in there, bro? Like, come on, man.
Bro, listen, man. There's a lot of dudes in that ring that are suckers outside the ring. They might be nice at their craft, but it's an organized situation. Now, the average boxer could knock a nigga out in the street. I'll give you that. But when it gets on some street shit, they ain't ready. I keep telling y'all, this kid is not a street dude. He gives you this super duper appearance, but he's not that. I don't see street dudes dancing for Al. Well, we don't know if that video is for Al Heyman, but he's slapping himself on the ass and doing dances in his drawers. I don't know street niggas that do that, bro. So there's something else going on. And I'm telling y'all, the last place he needs to be is in prison in general pop, because somebody gonna check him. And the dude's gonna be my size or bigger. And I'm telling you right now, there ain't nobody there's no boxer on planet Earth. I might have problems once you get to like super middleweight. But I'm talking about in the street. I'm fucking you up. I'm gonna have a problem when it gets to like 168 because they're a little taller and shit. But on some street shit, no. Tank is an average dude. He don't need to be in there because they're gonna fuck with him because he's a star. Now Mike played it right because he got in there and hooked up with the Nation of Islam. So he played it right. Tank is supposed to be Abdul Wahid, right? And what happens if he tries to connect with the Nation in there and be like, nah, man, Abdul Wahid, we know all about you. This is games. You ain't gonna run up under us just for that. That can happen. There's so many bad variables for this. And he did this shit to himself. But like I said on Friday, jail might be the best place for him. What's the purpose of jail, you fucking idiots? To reform and rehabilitate. He needs to go sit the fuck down so he could think about what he did. Because all of this getting off and, you know, you get a little bit of time, but he ain't learning nothing. The time he's going to be in prison, he's going to be away from those baby girls he got from 2 different women. There ain't going to be no people in there for him to choke. He's going to get choked. Y'all don't understand how bad this is. And keep this in mind. This is how I know I'm better than you knuckle draggers. I don't want this for Tank, but if this was Devin going through this shit, y'all be partying. Because y'all are disgusting. Y'all are disgusting. Y'all not my brother. I know that. Y'all don't know where y'all coming or going. We did 2 decades of Floyd Mayweather. Y'all don't like boxers. We did at least 8 years of Deontay Wilder underweight, knocking people sideways, and he can't fight. He can't box. So much to the degree that you accepted everything from Europe over there. Even Fury's cheating ass. Y'all got Devin right now, and y'all cutting him down for doing everything that you say you want a fighter to do. And Tank is just the opposite, but you like just like how he looks and his persona and every bum that he knocks out. And all we're saying, we're guilty for just wanting him to fight his contemporaries. I can't stand you. And this is another reason why this guy need to go sit his ass down, because y'all go away.
They ain't gonna go
Once they bang the gavel on him and they say he's gone, I don't have to talk about him until he makes the news again.
They'll be still lurking, bro. They'll be here just to hate on Devin and shit, like, which is diabolical. Like, I don't understand what their hatred is for. Like, I just don't know why they boxing fans, bro. I don't understand why watch a sport if the purpose of you watching the sport is to find out who the best is in each division. That's why, at least that's why I watch the sport. So it's like, and for entertainment value. So it's like, if you don't want to see your guy fight the guys, then I mean, what are you here for? Like, I don't understand. You want to see him get rich or something, but he don't even respect you. He calling y'all soft and telling y'all to shut up and watch the fight. Stop. Don't worry about his business. I'm like, bro, I don't understand what these dudes is on. Tank, you know, he has a nice little fan base, man, of a collection of people that it's a collection of people that want to. I mean, they worship him. You know what I mean? So the hustle on YouTube is just pretend you're a Tank fan, you know, jack him off every day in every video, and then, you know, you can get them people over on your channel and stuff like that, man. But yeah, like you said, once Tank is gone, just sit down, all them people gonna disappear. So all them channels going to need something else to talk about. They're gonna need something else to talk about because it's gonna be a bunch of casuals that disappear off of YouTube. I've seen it happen with many a fighter.
Yup. Coach, what you got? You on mute, brother.
I just wanted to give a big shout out to my brother Drew Titan, giving us a platform to speak this truth. Wanted to give a shout out to the General 7A Sports TV and all my comrades in the chat. Got to head out and
yes, sir,
meet the family, but I'm going to get with you probably Monday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you,
all
Coach,
right,
man. Anytime, brother.
Hey, peace,
all right,
brother.
salute, brother.
Enjoy yourself
Yes,
and your
sir.
family, man.
Salute, salute. Y'all keep cooking.
All right. Yeah, I'm reading what the brother said. The brother here for boxing in the chat said, yeah, I heard about it. I didn't watch it, but I heard about it. And I always tell everyone, man, leave it in God's hands, man. Sometimes you don't got to lift a finger. And when he did that, when Devin went through his situation with baby mama, the news with Tank dropped literally like a week later.
Uh-huh.
And then he flipped and said, well, let Devin have his day in court. But he was ready to celebrate.
Yeah.
And that's interesting because Devin handled it like a G. He ain't get on Twitter and start mouthing off his shit. He ain't do none of that. He lawyered up.
Yeah.
And you notice that bitch ain't talking, right?
You
notice she ain't talking.
And Devin filed a lawsuit against her lying ass. And the thing is, Tank fans is shitting on Devin. They laughing at Devin for suing a chick that lied on him. But then y'all swear all these chicks is lying on Tank. And this man running, he ain't got no lawyer. He running from the law. He running from his own lawyer.
Now how they gonna spin this? Because I don't watch them niggas. But I don't tell y'all where to go. I don't tell y'all where to go. Where y'all go is y'all, where y'all get y'all information from, that's y'all business. I appreciate y'all supporting me. Though my only problem is, and I've said this a bunch of times, it bears repeating. If you're over somewhere and these dudes do marathon streams dissing me and my family, my LDBC fam, and using government names, and they having 4-hour roast sessions on us, and you're there for that, that's not boxing. So I'm only saying just stay your ass over there. You can't moonlight. You can't be in two places at one time. But there's no way to spin this. You can hate Devin all you want. Devin beat Brian Norman that was supposed to take his head off, and y'all abandoned the Brian Norman ship. How dare y'all do that? How dare y'all do that? One more time. How dare y'all abandon Brian Norman? He's the second best welterweight in the world. This is what y'all do. Devin's still running around. There's still an active list, and nobody wants smoke. So Devin is doing everything that I want a fighter to do. Your man Tank is not doing anything but running from the U.S. goddamn Marshals. And I might pop in on one of their lives just to listen to see how do you spin this? He needs to turn himself in before something bad happened. And why is he in this position to begin with? I got to watch my tone, getting in positions. I'm just talking y'all goddamn language, aren't you? Y'all love getting in positions.
Hey, everybody out there that's listening to the video, man, if you happen to be pulling up at the gas station, pumping gas, and you see Tank hiding in the back of a car, call 911. Get this nigga the fuck up out of here, man. Get that nigga. Yo, back that nigga up, man. Get him up out of here.
Y'all better tell on him. Y'all better tell on him. Get this dude, because you know you got some niggers, Niggers, that'll literally hide him in their basement. Mm-hmm. You dudes are ridiculous. And listen, he needs to be off the street. He's a menace to himself. He's a horrible father to those poor babies. Because while he's on the run, who's with the babies? Y'all ask these questions? He got 2 daughters, right? Who's with the babies? Y'all ever asked that?
He represents all of this. He just represents, to me, he represents the spoiled rat generation, bro. Like, it's like we all know people who are struggling and dudes who try their best and it seems like they can't never make the woman happy and shit. And, you know, we all got friends like that, you know what I'm saying, who went through the ups and downs and shit. And they might even have some DV, right? But their situations were different. Usually, their situations was due to a lack of finance, this and that, which lead to arguments in the household and all that kind of shit. But like, this man is a millionaire and keeps getting with these chicks and keeps putting hands on them, choking them. It's the same thing, choking them, grabbing them by the hair. It's like, dude, what is you doing, bro? What is your obsession with this, right? The girl that spit on you in your face. She didn't call the police on you. She didn't wipe your toothbrush and a baby diaper. All kind. You still kicking it with this chick? You still like, bro? You shouldn't have nothing to do with this chick other than having somebody else to do a custody exchange. You pick up your child, blah blah blah. She shouldn't be calling you unless she got something to tell you about the child. And y'all don't have no more sexual type of relationship. just on some grown man time. Tank Davis is just he's a spoiled brat, bro, and his fans are enablers. They enabling this spoiled fucking brat behavior. Nigga feel like the world owe him something. You a millionaire, but the world owe me something. Ooh, woe is me. Oh my god, I'm tired of this. What you tired of? It's like the little young motherfucker talking about. Remember a couple years ago that video of that little young girl talking about you can't live off 10,000 a month. You can't live off of that. How am I supposed to live off 10,000 a month? Like, what the fuck? This is the mentality of these idiots, man. And this is what I'm saying. It's ridiculous, bro. They spoiled, man. Spoiled brat generation, fam.
Adrian Vance says Tank became Harrison Ford fugitive. You mean this right here, brother?
Got him. Tommy Lee Jones.
He took off on that motherfucker.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh yeah, I'm from Baltimore. I'm out. I'm from Baltimore. He hauled his ass out.
The Fugitive and U.S. Marshal. I love the movie.
Yo, this is ridiculous, man. What a wonderful. Oh, and this is what I want to ask y'all. Who's John Morant? Because I don't watch the NBA anymore. Who's that?
Oh, look, young. He's the basketball version of Tank.
Isn't this his jersey? That's his jersey?
I think so.
Oh my God.
John Moran is. I forgot what number John Moran is. But
is that 21? Because the video backwards. Is that John Moran? Chat. Is that John Morant's jersey that he got on? Let me know. Is that his jersey?
Yeah, he a young goofy ass nigga.
Hey, bro. What are the odds that he's wearing a John Morant jersey? And all I know, that's why I know the name. I said he was running. John Morant was running around with a fucking gun, right?
Yeah, he always flashing guns and getting in trouble. This another nigga who a millionaire, but then he got fake guns. He flashing guns. He wanted so badly to be a thug, but like I say, it's because of our culture. Our culture, social media, has corrupted the minds of good kids and made them think that doing dumb shit is somehow cool. But that's pushed on our kids in the black community. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, like the brother Coach Hudson was saying earlier, like people who was really in the streets was hustling to get out. They was looking for a way out. They was looking for a quick come up so they can better their family and go move out to the burbs and shit like that. The place y'all grew up and y'all came from, the street dudes and the street chicks were trying to. Their dream was to live where you live at and send their kids to the schools you went to. That's why they were doing it. But you trying to go backwards and do all the dumb shit. Like, come on, fam. See, white kids do the same shit, but they got the family structure to get out of trouble. When they get in trouble, the judge see them and say, "Look, I'm not gonna ruin your life. You know, you out there, you got bad influences. Meaning you've been listening to rap music and watching nigga movies. So we're gonna give you a slap on the wrist and get you some help, put you in rehab." Now, a black kid do the same shit, or you a menace to society. Lock his ass up. That's what they're gonna do, man.
So let me check myself. But before I do that, let me read y'all something. 1988, while vacationing in his native Argentina, Carlos Monzon badly abused his wife before throwing her from a balcony. He was convicted of homicide and sentenced to a mere 11 years in prison. He died in a car accident while on weekend furlough in 95. He died. And they still put this nigga in a video game. Fighting, he's a playable character in Fight Night Champion. Did y'all know that about Carlos Monzon? Did y'all know that?
Mm-hmm. Amy try to tell you he's the greatest middleweight of all time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll tell you that. And I mean, his boxing career is his boxing career. But when you black and you do some stupid shit, you get penalized to where they take away your accolades pretty much and act like how they do R. Kelly. Oh, motherfucking radio station don't want to play R. Kelly music no more. Michael Jackson never got convicted of shit, but just that stain on his, maybe he did it, maybe he didn't. Motherfucking OJ got found not guilty and these motherfuckers still persecute this motherfucker.
If you're not gonna play R. Kelly, how are you playing Cardi B?
Right. This filthy ass drug. This bitch was drugging dudes and all kind of fucked up shit, and she brag about it constantly.
She sure does.
Constantly brag about the shit.
She sure does. These people, man, I swear to God, man.
Yeah, somebody said Barry Bonds. Facts. Barry Bonds ain't did shit. They
Barry Bonds was tried and he was not convicted, but in the public eye, he's guilty. Yeah. That's like when we say, "Hey, man, I'm not buying Manny Pacquiao starting at strawweight and going all the way to 154 and breaking orbital bones and knocking people out." And I know what I'm looking at, but everyone says, "Hey, he was never caught." And I said, "You know what? You're right." I just know that once VADA testing and OSDT was implemented, the KO streak stopped. That's not a coincidence, but you're right. He was never convicted. He was never caught to be convicted.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I don't understand how R. Kelly is the worst person in the world when Cardi B is still out and about, married and getting pregnant by a dude that's a serial father. There is no Cardi B playing in my household, I promise you.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch. Dead serious. And these are the people that you niggas idolize. Some of you Tank fans know Cardi B lyrics word for word. Yeah, she's from the Bronx. We don't claim that hoe. We don't claim that hoe at all. But all these other fighters, and Tank is trying to be the next Carlos Monzon. This nigga threw his woman off a balcony in 1988.
That's where it's headed for Tank. If he get it, look, if he get another slap on the wrist, I promise you, he will severely hurt somebody. Now I'm gonna tell you how I know. Slaps on the wrist. Look, bro. When you keep getting away with something, you just get more and more aggressive with the dumb shit. Okay.
Yep.
Now that's just what happens. Okay. When I was in the streets doing stupid shit, I was arrogant. I thought I was Superman because I kept getting away with shit. It can't catch me. Oh, this shit easy. Oh, this is the shit. Woo woo. I literally felt like I was invincible, like a deity or some shit. And then boom. I do some stupid, reckless shit. Bam, get caught. Motherfucker lock me up. And then reality set in. Right. Luckily for me, I'm here for another purpose. I was given a second chance. That's not everybody's case though. I was given a second chance. So now I know I can't move like that. But had I not got caught and had I not been facing all them fucking years, 120 fucking years in prison, had I not been facing that, it would have never woke me up. I'd have still been ignorant, still been arrogant, still ripping and running. Tank think he rich, he think he can do what the fuck he wants. Look, the man hit a pregnant lady with his car, left her there, and dipped the fuck out. And got a slap on the wrist for that shit.
Yeah.
If that was anybody else, that nigga would have been fucking done.
Now, if he gets a slap on the wrist this time, no doubt in my mind, at this point, he's criminally insane because his behaviors are becoming normalized. Yeah. Are we still the haters? Because I know his fan base is going to come around and say, "Oh, well, look, we told you." Are we bad people for wanting him to go sit down so he can reflect on what he's doing so he can be better? Or are his enablers correct in partying for him to getting away with another situation? Who's wrong here? Who's right? Who's wrong?
Yeah, that's the word.
You guys, if this kid does get a slap on the wrist, look, I know you hope that. But is that helping him? Because this keeps happening. He's going to do it again. He draped up that, when they talked about this situation, they told us they had video. Just because they didn't release it to the public don't mean it didn't happen. They told us about it.
Right.
They were building their case. And on every news network that I seen, guess what they did? Guess what they played? The basketball court incident.
Yeah. Because the basketball video. Go ahead.
Yeah. I had some old fool on the panel a couple of weeks ago. 78. This motherfucker. Now, mind you, this dude's old enough to be my pops, bro. Don't you know this nigga said? You know who it was? You know who it was too? It was this nigga. It was it was Victor.
Good night.
It was that nigga. He got on the panel, and this nigga said, "Well, that was his woman, right?" I'm like, "Huh?" Well, if he's leaving, she's supposed to go, and something was about to happen at that basketball game. I said, "Well, what happened at the game? Was there a riot at the game that happened? Did I miss that? Was there a riot at that game?" And everyone in the chat was like, "No." So if he's leaving and she don't want to leave, then nigga leave her.
Facts.
Leave her, bitch. You watch it. I don't care. There's someone on the court. All right, you know what? We out. You snap your fingers, get all your bodyguards. You hop in your Escalades. You leave that bitch and block her. Your Tank. This nigga Victor says he was justified in grabbing this chick and draping her up and shaking her on the way out. You know how you tell your 5-year-old, yo, we leaving, and you drag their ass out. Get your ass on. That's how he dragged. No, it was worse than that because he had her by the throat. And dumbass Victor, almost 70 years old, no cap, General, no cap. He got on the panel and said that. He justified him yanking her off the court. And I was like, oh my God. And you see, that's where the homosexual thing comes in because I thought he was trolling for a long time. He'd be over here. I think he popped up in your chat. He was over at Champ Size chat, just defending Tank, defending. Look, you could think he could beat up the world in boxing. That's your opinion. All I said was show it. But when it came to this shit, he was defending him. And that's where I think some of these dudes is gay because they're into that S&M and they want Tank's hands around their throat because they can't get off. They can't finish unless they get choked. These are grown men. And the Queens of the Ring was in the chat. They was like, yo, we thought Victor was joking, but they were like, yo, that's bullshit. Man, I don't know how Tank has female fans. That's nasty. I don't get it.
Bro, it's crazy, though. I don't know. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But they quick to call somebody else fanboys and all this type of stuff, but then they do like, bro, it's no way I'm going out my way to defend somebody or ride for somebody who don't respect me. I just can't do it. Can't do it, bro. That's just manhood. That's just common sense. This ain't got nothing to do with boxing. This is life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not defending nobody who don't rock with me, who don't respect the fact that I rock with them. Listen, right back to that. Like, but these dudes ain't got nowhere to go, man. You know what I'm saying? These some old begging ass simp ass dudes, man. Because ain't no way in hell. You know what I'm saying? You justify.
Bro, when he hugged up and dapped it up with Ryan Garcia, bro, you know that was it for me right there. I still was holding on to hope, but after that shit, when Ryan got up there and they're high-fiving and tapping it up, and I was looking at that like I was like, what the fuck is he doing, bro?
It wasn't even that with me. It was the fact that they defended Ryan's racism and defended him cheating. Yeah. When they defended his racism and his cheating. But they try to look like, oh, I don't care. I heard one dude literally say on YouTube, he was like, I was listening to some panel, and he was like, man, I don't give a fuck if he cheated Devin, man. I don't care. I don't like that nigga. I don't care if he cheated. I don't care. And it was a bunch of people that agreed with those sentiments. Like, they don't care that Devin got cheated by Ryan, right? So they still come around, oh man, Ryan beat Devin ass, right? They'll say this constantly, knowing he cheated, and they'll run with the conspiracy theories and all this dumb shit, right? They'll say Bill Haney on coke. They'll say Devin beat up his baby mama, all this type of shit, but they'll turn around and call us haters when we report the fucking news about Tank Davis. Nah, bro, ain't no mercy. I'm gonna do like 3 videos tomorrow shitting on him. I already got the fucking memes ready. I got one with him behind jail bars. I got another one with him and Saucy Santana. Yeah.
Hey, bro, I got one. I got a couple. I got a few. You know, listen. The brilliant thing about this is that y'all gotta lie on Devin and hope for the worst. With Tank, all I gotta do is just turn on the internet. That's it. And y'all better leave me the fuck alone. Because I got movable memes that are tagged up and ready to go Y'all better stop, bro. This dude's a walking joke. Now, I already done said I want him to turn himself in before something bad happens. If y'all keep bothering me, I'm going to get y'all because I'm going to roast this dude. Because you know what? Not for nothing. He deserves it. He deserves it. He really does deserve it. How he talked to y'all. So if he talked to his people that support him, goodness, I can only imagine. Let me ask you a question. Blue Blood done talk to Tank on the Rise podcast. BF has a direct connection with his camp. None of you niggas are not even that close.
Bro.
You know, that's retarded. You would think that somebody that supports him and is anti-us would have spoken to him by now. But you know what it is? Tank knows that y'all niggas are fake.
Exactly. He know they zesty, bro. He know they zesty. Bro, I got some. Wait till tomorrow when I do this. I don't know if I should put it on YouTube. I don't know. But bro, it's diabolical. When you see these tweets, man, the Tank, how he talking to these dudes. One dude told Tank how he looked good or whatever, or he posted something from Tank and was saying how he handsome or something. Tank was like, man, shut up. Called him a FAG. Said, shut up. And And dude was like, hey, bro, I was giving you a compliment. He said, man, shut up. You a homosexual. Yo, Tank ain't messing with these dudes, bro. Bro, he ain't messing with these dudes. Bro.
I got the screenshots that I put up. The video I put up, I didn't even deal with YouTube. It's on my Patreon. I might put it on my Rumble.
Yeah.
Because these dudes are what we called in the 90s and early 2000s, they're homo thugs.
Oh, yeah. Hip-hop homo thugs.
They standing there in silence and they're tatted up and they just looking around all. And then you go up to them and say, yo, how do I get, to the A train? Oh, when you go over here and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? Whoa, what?
Yeah. And they got like, they be having crazy ass bandanas like orange and pink. You're like, who the fuck wear that? The fuck is that? Orange bandana? What that mean? What kind of gang is that? It's some shit that only they know and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, this is crazy work, man. This is crazy work. Now stop us when we're lying on this kid. I gotta stop calling him a kid. He's in his 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Stop me when I'm lying on this grown-ass man. And it seems like he's fighting something. You fighting all these girls and you don't want to fight for 40 million. What's up with that, bro? What's up with that? I keep telling you, bro, listen, when AB was running around releasing sex tapes, leaked sex tapes, he put that out. Dude, you ain't got to prove that you're a man by showing the world that you have a penis and you could bang out these chicks. Because when you're drunk, I'm looking at you and it's like, yo, you look like you want to say something else.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
They didn't fiddle-faddle around. That's what happened. The dudes, we get together and be doing all that touchy-feely, hugged up, booed up stuff and all that. Men don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? When dudes play like that, that means it's already some underlying stuff going on. It's some sexual tension and whatnot. That's all right though, because I hope I run into Tank. I hope I run into him because I'm gonna act like I'm gonna hide him. I'm gonna get him in the crib, and I'm gonna knock his ass out and I'm gonna call the police. And hit him in the back of the head with a hammer, smack the shit out of him, and call the police. I'm gonna call the police. Come get him. He over here. Yeah.
Yo, y'all know the story of Yusuf Mack?
Yeah, I remember, dude.
That is the worst, bro. That is the worst scenario that I've ever seen. Because when that leaked, just know that I didn't believe it when someone told me. And then they said, bro, man, you ready for this? I said, what are you about to send me? He sent it to me on the Facebook Messenger, the back of a DVD. And I literally I gagged. But when I looked at it and gagged, it was him. And this was before we had access to all of this easy Photoshop and shit like that. No, it was him.
Yeah. I was actually on a Skype video. I was doing a Skype video with some of the cats from the UK talking boxing, and somebody was like, "Yo, you hear about this Yusuf Man shit?" I'm like, "What happened?" He was like, man,
Mm-hmm.
man, he doing this and he doing that, man. He doing the zesty stuff. He was like, I ain't believe it at first, but it's real. I'm like, man, that's crazy. So yeah, Yusuf Mack, he out there, but it don't surprise me, bro. None of that stuff surprised me. And by the way, y'all, just so people won't take no what you call it, no sound bites. Y'all know damn well I'm just playing about calling the police on things and shit, man. So don't be like, come on, that break all my belief system. I'm just playing, I'm just making jokes. But fuck him. If y'all see him call the police on his ass, I ain't gonna do it.
Listen, man, fuck that. Call police on him. I don't care. I don't care. Yusuf Mack, y'all just, you know what? I ain't even gonna pull it up, man. Y'all, here's his name right there. That's the name. He fought Carl Froch. Yusuf was pretty good. He was pretty good. He was a way above average fighter. Y'all Google what happened with him. He caught up to a Twitter troll, though. He ran up on the Twitter troll. It's on YouTube. He ran up on a troll at a barbershop and he whooped his ass bad. You know what I mean? But Yusuf got, the reason why I'm pointing it out, Yusuf got like 10 kids from multiple women. And he lied and said he got drugged and duped into doing that, you know, gay corn. But no, he came clean. In other words, no matter how much kitty cat you run it up in, if that's in you, if that's who you are, then that's just who you are. So you putting yourself at risk, you putting those women at risk, and now your kids got to grow up with all of that over their head instead of you just being yourself. So I'm looking at Adrian Brown. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with you, bro? He's giving out that he got touched on vibes. And that's the same thing, you know, the way he tried to kiss Tank in that video.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't the first time he did. You don't just do that out of nowhere, bro.
No,
that nigga Tank backed up and said, nigga, we on camera. Stop that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And all this running around. And I said this before, man, this shit with Al Heyman, bro. Tank done did 2 videos in his drawers dancing. Who the fuck was that for? That was an Instagram live. Who the fuck stuck around and watched the whole thing? Did you? I'm really asking y'all.
But
who was that for? And let me just put something out there. It's not beyond a scope of doubt that when someone asked him for another video, he said no. They said, okay. And y'all remember he got in that airplane and ran off the runway? Had a little car accident, a little airplane accident. Remember that? General, you remember that?
Now who was this?
He was on an airplane and it ran off the runway. It had like a little accident. Wasn't crazy, but the airplane didn't take off. It ran off the runway.
No, who's this? Tank?
That happened to Tank.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Let me Google that. Salute to Kev's videos at a super chat. He said the shuddering from Mag 7 if it ends bad. I mean, look, let him deal with it because Tank could do no wrong. Let me Tank Davis airplane accident. He was on a plane. Tank Davis airplane accident. Damn, that was 2022. He walks away from a jet crash in Florida. Wow. It just ran off the runway.
Unbelievable. I don't even remember.
That was in 2022.
Yo, this nigga got 9 lives. Well, it makes sense though, because he pussy.
Yep. He a pussycat. So, I mean, look, man, maybe somebody in that group in the PBC and get their jerk off material. He said, all right, you want to send it? You sure? Okay. Airplane. Mm-hmm. Now, look, I can't. I'm just telling you, Hollywood, and once you reach a particular status in business, that's an in-crowd thing. That's like the crew you want to be in if you want to ascend in certain areas. That casting couch in Hollywood is very real.
Oh yeah.
It's no simple. When Rachel was on here, when I spoke to her face to face in Vegas, she said it's amazing what these fighters tell you when they get a little drink in them. Like, yeah, man, how did you get to the mid card on this pay-per-view? Oh, well, you know, I work hard. And they get a little bit of drinks. Well, you know, I had to go to Chuck's hotel room and
Oh,
Huh?
man.
Wait, shut up. Shut up.
Nasty work. But yeah, it
Telling
definitely
you.
happens. Definitely happens.
Yeah, that happens.
Especially,
That happens. So
and especially with them, it happened with all of them. But can you imagine what be happening with them females, man? Lord have mercy. You can just only imagine what be happening with them females because you know the dudes are doing it, but man,
bro, listen.
look,
That modeling shit. Let me tell you something, bro. A few years ago, this woman I know, she said, "Yo, you know you could model, right?" I'm like, "Oh, really?" She said, "Yeah." So I went to some events with her, and I'm a very analytical person. First of all, the women were gorgeous. You know what? I'm gonna text you a picture of this woman, bro. Listen,
mhm.
I went to several events with her, and she was trying to get me on a runway to model this person's like clothes, suits, and when I didn't speak to him directly, but he was talking to her. First of all, he was a straight fairy, and I'm like, I wonder what kind of goddamn clothes. I'm like, yeah, I ain't trying to walk down no, motherfuckers be trying to exploit you. And he kept like looking at me. Oh, he could wear this here. And then, this is a true story. This nigga said, yeah, I got this bathing suit gear. Now, I didn't see it, but I said, I'm not wearing no bathing suit that this motherfucker created because I already know.
Right.
I'm not walking out no fucking one on some runway with a Speedo with a rainbow.
Hell no.
I said, fuck that.
Yeah,
So we got in the car. I said, yo, I'm not doing that, right? She said, oh, come on. A lot of the guys are gay. I said, I'm not wearing no motherfucking bathing suit that he designs. He's probably going to have nipple clamps on it. I said, no. She's like, all right. And show his shit. I didn't go to that runway 2 months later, and she started sending me pictures. She's like, yo, nah. She said, I wouldn't have. She said, if I was backstage looking at you put this shit on, I'd have snatched you by the hand and we would have ran out the building. I said, told you. I said, nah, I ain't wearing that. Get the fuck out of here. Man, hell nah. No.
That'd been nasty work.
Man, and she should have took off, but she told me about a casting couch situation. And she was like, nah, this dude wanted this and wanted that. And I was like, you serious? She said, yeah. I was like, man, this ain't for me. LeBron says, according to Wikipedia, Yusuf Mack, 2015, he appeared in, oh boy. You see the name of that shit? DogPoundUSA.com production.
That sounds
titled Holiday Humping, along with gay pornographic actors. I didn't want to read. Oh, this is disgusting. Oh.
Listen, man, any dude named Bam Bam, stay the fuck away from him. Stay away from any man named Bam Bam. Because he either gonna beat your ass or he gonna fuck you.
Oh.
Stay away from a nigga named Bam Bam.
I'm done. Turn yourself in, bro. Turn yourself in. And y'all better hope he gets another slap on the wrist, but it's not gonna help because if he gets a slap on the wrist, and he gets about 4 months and he comes out with the big hair and the beard so y'all can glaze over. Remember when he came out of prison and he got his hair braided? This nigga Ego, he put it out on Instagram and he put it out on YouTube. Oh, look at Tank's hair.
Bro.
That's when I knew that nigga was weird.
I forgot about that. That shit did happen.
You remember when niggas was in the DM so much, yo, check this out? And we was like, what?
Yeah.
His hair, he's getting his hair braided. So what?
Nigga said, what you think of my boo's hair type shit?
Yo, there was a lot of niggas I blocked over that. I didn't say anything. I said, why is this nigga sending me? Well, fuck it. I say his name. You know who sent me one of those things? That nigga Omega Red. That nigga, when he sent me something, I hear it in his voice. Yo, man, look at him get his hair. Look at his hair. I'm like, yeah, all right. Okay. Blocked.
That's crazy.
Get the fuck out of here. He's just getting his hair braided. Yo, Tank's the only motherfucker I know that lies about getting grease in his eyes. And then y'all fans y'all threatened the girl. The girl lives in the Bronx, by the way. That braided his hair. Y'all threatened her.
Yo, they did threaten that girl. They threatened to mess her up. You know what I just realized when you told me that? All the LDBC tech groups that I'm in and all the Instagram LDBC groups I'm in and Facebook, nobody has, I don't remember I don't think so. Nobody has ever posted, yo, Dev got a new car. Yo, Dev got some new jeans. Dev got a new haircut. Nobody ever did that.
Nope.
Never. Like, what the fuck do they be doing these things?
I'm gonna tell you why. Devin, although he's light skinned, he has strong African features.
Talk about it.
He has a wide nose. He has a chiseled chin. He has a long brow. He has strong African features. His nose is too wide. See, they like these little niggas with they're slant-eyed niggas.
They want to be able to feminize the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can't. It's harder for them to do that with Dev. And that's why I say I tell people all the time. That's why they hate Russell Westbrook too. Because even though Russ is light skinned, Russ got strong African features. Now, like he got that look about him, like he ain't for play. But they can take somebody else and feminize them, and they can have their little fantasies. You know what I'm saying? Their little jerk sessions at home. You know what I'm saying? This is quite
disgusting,
yo. These niggas, I'm telling you, that's what they be doing in jail. Them niggas do that, bro. They feminize light skinned niggas, bro. They don't do that like especially if you got long hair. I told you it was a Puerto Rican dude up in there. They used to call him J-Lo and shit. They used to call him J-Lo. Bro, the nigga had long hair. He had long hair, like long ponytail, little short Puerto Rican dude. His name was Lopez. They used to call him J-Lo, and he let people call him J-Lo. I'm like, why the fuck you let people call you J-Lo, bro? But then I found out why, because that motherfucker was up in there. Yeah, he was on some zesty shit. That motherfucker could. Everybody kept telling me, "Yo, don't gamble with him." I'm like, why? He don't pay up. Oh, he gonna pay up. But he gonna pay you a different way. I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck you saying? This motherfucker was running around. If he like you, he'll lose playing poker, right? He'll lose on poker on purpose. And then when you trying to collect your honey buns or whatever, he gives you some honey buns, all right.
Oh.
Yeah. That nigga did.
Oh my God.
You suck dicks.
Yo.
Oh my God. Ew, man. Prison is not for me, bro.
It's diabolical.
I can't, man. Salute to Freeze Hollywood in that super chat. Much love. I can't, bro. I cannot. Ew.
Yeah.
Ew, bro. Nah, man. Ew, man.
Yeah, man. You gotta watch them cats, man, because it be dudes in there who be looking like they some straight killers, like gorillas. I told you one of my homeboys in there named Naptown, right? He was from Gary. He was from Gary. I think he was from Gary, Indiana, Naptown. But anyway, he was just one of the most grimiest niggas. If you just looked at him, you be like, man, this nigga is straight grimy, just gorilla looking ass nigga, man. He just looked like he was on some bullshit, like a killer. But big ass scar on his face and shit, dirty as fuck. But this nigga, you wouldn't even think this nigga was zesty.
Ugh.
This nigga was, and he'd sit there, man, and I didn't know he was zesty. We just thought he was like a weird ass nigga because he was in there because he was smashing his sister. This nigga was having relations with his sister and shit. Right?
Oh God damn it!
And he told everybody too. He didn't even hide it. He was like, man, my sister mad at me. Like he tell every new person to come in. He sit down with him. What you in here for? And then after they tell him his story, he tell him my sister mad at me, because me and her, we just found out we were related and we was all that old shit, right? But anyway, this little dude named Marcus came up in there, and look, Marcus was a youngster, and Marcus was in there because him and his homeboys they murked this pastor. They murked the pastor that was molesting him when he was a kid. So when he became a man, he murked. When he got older, he murked the pastor, right, who molested him. So when Naptown found out that Marcus was getting molested up until the time he was 16, Naptown convinced Marcus to come move into his cell with him and then Marcus did it thinking he had a friend, man. 9 times in there, fuck the shit out of Marcus, man. Every morning we open up, they pop the doors for breakfast, man. And we gotta stand in line to get counted. Man, these niggas is right next door, man. And I swear that room always smelled like somebody took a fresh shit. Every time.
Come on!
I'm telling you, bro. I'm just telling you the truth. Every morning, you're like, man, god damn, bro, that shit stinks. But what the fuck are you niggas doing up in there, bro? Sick.
Oh. Ew.
Yep. And
Coach Hudson said, "Tell him about the honey bun." Yeah, I know about the honey bun.
Mm-hmm.
Better not eat that honey bun. As a matter of fact, motherfucker that leaves you that shit, you find out who did it and you beat the crap out of him.
Facts.
Beat him down, man. Oh my God. I tell you, man, it smell like poo gas in the goddamn. Ew. Disgusted.
Yeah, man.
And Tank might do 36 months minimum. More than that. No, 42 months. He might do 42 joints in there. Man, pray for this kid, man. Because don't get it fucked up. I'm not wishing this on him. I'm not. But you know what? Jail might be the best thing for him. Reform and rehabilitate. Because that's what prison is supposed to be for. Because right now he's not learning anything. If you motherfuckers want him to beat this goddamn story, to beat this goddamn charge, you're not helping him.
Right.
You're not. Seriously. You're not helping him. Because this kid ain't learning shit. Thank you, Shelton. It's 48 months. 4 years.
Yeah, and I don't understand why they want him to win. Why they want him to beat the case anyway? If the man keep telling you he need help and he acknowledges he needs therapy. So why won't y'all let the man go get his help? Because he can get it in prison. He can go get therapy. And then he got no distraction. He can sit down, get away from all the bullshit. That's gonna be the best place for him. No, all jokes aside, for real. That's gonna be the best place for him to sit down and really think about his future and his life. And I'm not saying that to shit on him because that was the best place for my ass. You know what I'm saying? To sit my ass down and think and calm the fuck down. Now, if he get away, if you just let him go, y'all don't want to see him fight nobody anyway. So what the fuck you want him free for? Like, man, let that nigga go sit down and get his help, man.
That's what I said about Mike Tyson. You know, when he finally sat down, it was some bullshit because I think Shorty lied on him. But at that time, he was going at 100 miles an hour. And he needed to go sit his ass down because he was going to catch a bad one in the street. I'm telling you he was.
Somebody was going to poke him.
Somebody was going to poke him or drill him.
Yeah,
I've seen him on 2 occasions. I saw him at the tunnel and I saw him at the China Club, and it wasn't good. And there was dudes up the block because you didn't have to go to the club to enjoy the club. All you had to do was be around the club. And all the drug dealers and then Maximas, they was all up on the corner, bagging chicks coming in and out the club and shit. And Mike would be out there acting out. And all them niggas said, yo, he come over here with that bullshit. You know what it is. Now look, one dude had a Tech 9. I said, all right, where's my card? I got to get the fuck out of here. I ain't trying to see none of this. You know what I mean? One night, it was him and Anthony Mason in the club together. Not a good place, bro. Not a good place, man. I mean, you know, look, so something's going to happen to him. So that thing with Desiree happened at the right time because in the grand scheme of things, he got off the fucking street. And you know what? Mike will tell you that. Now he'll tell you that. Now he'll tell you that. He came out, he fought for some money, and he's all right now. You know what I'm saying? In fact, when Mike was asked, doesn't Tank remind you of you? He said, oh, what? Not career-wise. I thought you meant the getting in trouble with the police. That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the kid you celebrate? If you want what's best for him, first of all, pray that he turns himself in. And I don't know, if they bang the gavel on him and he gets 48 months, I don't know, maybe he'll get half of that. But I know his parole or probation officer, whatever the fuck he got, I know they sick of his ass because now he's making them work. Ain't gonna be no more, why you keep doing this? No. They're going to lock his ass up and come back to my channel if they bang the gavel on him and say he's getting 4 years minimum. Because you're going to look for me to gloat? No. I'm going to say, well, sing Gang Celine. It's over.
Yeah, there's too many of the same charges, bro. And he done ducked them he got blessings, man, several times. Like now he's shitting on them blessings. So they're gonna have to sit his ass down. This what Tank is doing. This would be before I get out of here. This would be the equivalent of Diddy getting out, and then you hear about Diddy beating up some chick, and you be like, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Yep.
Like that's what's going on with Tank right now. Like, bro, come on, fam. Enough is enough, bro. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get out of here though, Drew. I'm gonna holler at you, man.
Doubt, man. Appreciate you, brother. I'm gonna holler at you tomorrow. I'm gonna send you some pictures. You got to see this. What I'm talking about. It's crazy.
Okay, bet.
All right, brother.
Yeah,
salute, man. Man, salute to the general for joining me. Salute to Coach Hudson. Salute to y'all, man. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back tomorrow. Dead serious. I mean, we joked a lot, but there's truth behind every joke. And this kid, he will be lucky if they don't bang the gavel on him and he gets like 6 months or 3 months, 2 months. No, they're not playing with this dude. Now tomorrow, because again, it's Sunday. Now he's literally on the run. This is a violation in itself. I don't think they're going to track him down and arrest him just to put him on trial to give him 3 months. His lawyers are talking about no comment. Because you know what? Lawyers at this point, they have a practice that they have to protect. When they bring him in, all they're going to say is, look, what is the least amount of time we could get him with? Because he's going to get hit with something. What could we do? Let's work this out here. Let's work out this payments for this girl, make him apologize. And what? Can we give him 12 months or something? Enough's enough with this kid. You're not fighting anybody. You blew a $40 million payday. You choking bitches. And it's the same thing with you. I want what's best for you. You got a family, bruh. You're not even doing right by you. Got girls and you out here choking girls. You don't even know how to pick a proper woman. You picking arm pieces. You're not picking women that'll be great women to be wives and great mothers. Who raised these kids? Oh, I'm sorry. Baltimore, right? And you know what? I'm not even putting this on Baltimore. Because I know people in Baltimore. They ain't like this. This is the negative side of Baltimore. And the sick shit is how you repping the streets and you ain't even been in them. Real street niggas in Baltimore, they look at this kid and be like, yo, look, we appreciate he rep the city, but he ain't like us. And guess what? He don't like us. Boss. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat, man. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Hopefully there's some good news. He's brought to justice and he's unharmed. He's unharmed. Let's pray for this kid, man. Ridiculous. Y'all share this video, man. And if y'all haven't seen the video that I made about this dude's fan base, it's on my Patreon. But go follow me on Rumble. Go follow my Patreon. And salute to y'all, man. Bronx on deck.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.